Successful people fail way more than the unsuccessful do. This sounds ironic, but this is actually true. Successful people fail the most because when unsuccessful people face failure, they just give up. They don't try again. But successful people keep persisting. They learn from their mistakes, they improve on it, they grow, and that is what makes them successful. Let's take the example of the world's richest man, Jeff Bezos. We know him for the success he has created with Amazon, but actually, he has failed way more times than he has succeeded. In his career, he has at least 13 prominent failures. There were many small ones, but 13 prominent failures from the Amazon Fire Phone to Pets.com and many other ventures that he started. And he actually embraced all of that. He embraced all of his failures, and that is what allowed him to create success at such a massive level today. Let's break this down and let's understand how this happened and what the science and art behind failing successfully is. That we'll understand right now. So, what Jeff Bezos understood was that failure is an integral part of all our growth and all our success. And that is why he kept experimenting, he kept trying new things, and he did not let those things, all of his failures, affect him. When he started Pets.com or when he launched the Amazon Fire Phone, he actually declared himself publicly. He was vulnerable and he still accepted his failures. And what he understood from that was that these things won't work for Amazon, something else will work. And that's what he focused on. That was selling products and revolutionizing online shopping. Today, we cannot imagine our lives without Amazon because it has helped us in so many ways. It has become a very integral part of our lives. And that is what matters the most. It doesn't matter how many times you've failed, it matters how many times you've learned from that and tried again. That is what Jeff Bezos teaches us. And all of the Hollywood actors, Bollywood actors that we see these days, they have more flop films than they have hit films. But because they practice in those flop films, they don't give up, they keep learning from their failures. That is what makes them successful. And when they have those hit films, they break all records, they grow a lot, their fan base increases, and all of that happens. Why? Because they were persistent enough to push through that phase where they were releasing flop films. It's that simple. Let's take another simple example, this time from IBM. Thomas Watson Sr. was the founder of IBM, and in the 1930s, when the Great Depression was going on, IBM did not actually lay off its employees. It created more and more inventory, and their warehouses were filling up with more and more machines and products. And they instantly needed some sale or some kind of deal that would allow them to get money and ship out all of that. But the problem was that Thomas Watson was not a great orator or was not a great persuader. He did not know how to speak well, and that is why he had other representatives doing things for him. One time, a deal close to $1 million came up. That was a government deal, and IBM actually needed that deal a lot. A salesman went and represented the company there, but unfortunately, IBM lost the bid. They did not win the bid, they did not get the deal, and the business did not start succeeding again. Now the employee was feeling bad, and the employee went into Thomas Watson's office, sat down, and offered his resignation letter. Thomas Watson knew this was going to happen, but he allowed the employee and he allowed the salesman to speak for himself. And at that time, the salesman explained everything, how the deal was going, how the bids were going, what he had done, and what he could have done better. The salesman explained all of that, and he said, "Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I'm sorry that I lost this bid." Then he started walking out as he was resigning from this company. But Thomas Watson rose up from his chair. He went to him and met him at the door. He glanced that employee right in his eye and said, "Why would I accept this resignation letter when I've just invested $1 million in your education?" That is the kind of perspective we need to have about failure. Failure is never final. Failure is just another chance for another better beginning. We need to keep this idea in mind. We need to keep this in our mind, and this is how we will actually get in the ranks of those people who grow, who scale to a massive level, and who achieve more success. This is what you need to understand. Now you know why failing and experimenting are important, because they lead to new ideas and they allow us to find what works and what doesn't. And now we need to understand, why do we fear failure in the first place? The truth is, we don't fear failing. We fear the consequences of failing, and the main consequence that we fear is the consequence that the society will judge us. Where does that fear come from though? It comes from our childhood. From a start, what our parents tell us is, if you do something, like if you fail at it, it's bad. What do our schools tell us? If you fail at your examination once, you are bad, you're not a good student, you don't study well. There's always that competition, there's always that race in school and in college to get the number one grade, to get the highest grade, and that is what creates more competition. That is what makes us hate failure. We think that if we fail in that examination, it means we are not good. But that kind of mentality is actually false. If we believe that failure is final, we will never be able to progress in life, because no matter what you do, you will face failures. One of your YouTube videos will go flop. One of your clients will leave you. One of your clients won't agree to sign a deal with you. You will face a lot of rejection. You may even have to go and knock at 100 people's door before one person says yes to you. We need to have the ability to deal with that kind of failure and that kind of rejection, and that comes if we start practicing right now. Let's forget our childhood or how our college time and how our companies tell us that it's not good to fail. Now that we understand the importance of failing, we can embrace that on our own, and we can start failing successfully. It sounds a little funny, but failing successfully is one of the most important traits you need in your life. Once you start failing successfully, you improve a lot, you grow a lot, and you go beyond what the unsuccessful person ever can. And that is what makes you different. That is what gives you the edge, and that is what gives you the power to go ahead from your competition and keep improving. So, here is the simple way that you can you can start failing successfully. It is that to start asking new questions, start questioning how things work, and implement your ideas in real life. Don't tell anyone if you get a crazy idea. Just start it on a small scale. Maybe start an anonymous Instagram account if you're afraid to reveal your name, and implement that idea there. See if it grows into something, and maybe you create a brand and business out of it. Who knows? You need to constantly keep improving, you need to constantly keep pushing, and that is what will lead you to new ideas and new ways to grow. So let's just take one example here. You want to see if the idea of creating a small budget smartphone can work or not. You want to do something like, you want to create a smartphone that's not too expensive, maybe 1000, 1200 rupees, but it has some basic functionality that it works like a smartphone. Some people will say that, oh no, this won't work at all, what will they do on this cheap phone? While others can say that, oh no, this won't work because this idea is just not implementable. Just try doing some research, try finding the true answers, and see if this idea can actually be implemented or not. Go deep into your industry, try to understand, and if you find out that no, this thing can actually not be done, it's okay. There is no problem with that. This is how you become okay with failing. This is how you learn from failure, and you can start implementing and growing more and more. If you have the idea that maybe opening a small burger joint next to that hotspot in your area would actually sell like hotcakes and you would have many customers, try that out. Open up a small stall. It won't even take you 10-20,000 worth of investment. Start selling some burgers. Start seeing how the response is. And if it works, great. If it does not, you have just invested 10,000 rupees on your education, on your learning. We spend lakhs in our college and our school. Just 10,000 rupees on learning something practical through a failure is not a lot, right? It is just that your notion that feeling is bad will start going away, and you will start improving and growing a lot. It's simple. So you need to keep this kind of mindset. You need to start feeling successfully, and that is how you will get that edge, and that is how you will get to the next level that you want to. So, what I want you to do now is start feeling successfully. I am committed to feel successfully. Are you? Comment below and let me know. And this way, you will start to get new things, you will start to get new ideas, and who knows, you can become the next Jeff Bezos in the world. You can become the next richest man in the world who creates the best impact. Keep this in mind. Keep this idea of feeling successfully in mind, and you will actually start becoming successful. Thank you very much for watching this video.